Alright gang, welcome back to our investment challenge here on Riverview, and I've made a mistake, and clearly you can probably already tell what that mistake is. There's a lot of trees missing from our land here. Crustu, my friend Crustu, had mentioned a while back to not install the most recent update from this Riverview map because it kind of ruins the map a little bit, and I accidentally have done so, and it was not... I didn't do it on purpose. Giants made an update, and now the way that you load into the maps, it's a little weird. It pops up at the top things that you should update, and I just was not really thinking and quickly went ahead and hit A, and it started updating this map. So I don't know what else is going to be different about this map, but you could clearly tell a lot of trees have been removed from the map. I've also heard that from Crustu that it almost makes the map unplayable, so we're going to give it a shot here, but if we run into an issue where we can't do something that we typically were doing, we're going to have to probably maybe either put it on hold for a while until... Whoa. What is this? What in the absolute world? And then look, all the trees are gone over here too. Wow. Well, that, I mean, I guess that doesn't make the game unplayable, those bumps, but that's a little weird. And I would have thought, at least at this point, that they would have put out another update that would have fixed all of this, but oh my gosh. What in the absolute world? There is no trees at all, which, I mean, that's fine, I guess. Why would they do this? This doesn't even make any sense. Now there's no trees in the middle for the sheep either. I don't like this at all. I hate this. I absolutely hate this. This is awful. Why would they do that? This is terrible. Okay, so we're gonna keep trying though. We're gonna see if it gets to a point where we can't actually play the map. Like if those bumps are in the middle of the fields, then we've got a massive problem, right? We're not gonna be able to do this if that is the case, at least until they fix it. I don't even think I'm not. I was gonna say I don't even think I'm actually connected to that other one, and I'm not. We ran out of room here for the sheep to produce wool, or for the actual building, I guess, the pen to produce wool. So I needed to move these out of the way really quick here. What I was going to say today is we were going to start. I was pretty excited about today. We were going to get a couple of things done. Specifically, we were going to put in some wheat or barley in our field up here with the chickens are, which means we could start working on the chickens soon. And then I wanted to put in some of the oilseed radish here in field 29, since we're kind of waiting because we got to put corn in there, right? But I'm a little concerned seeing all these changes that have happened here. Man, this is terrible. I hate this. I hate it. It even got rid of mostly our little tree tunnel that I like to call it over there. Man, this... okay. Wow. Well, anyway. So I guess we'll go along here and see how things end up. I'm a little concerned and worried about it, but we'll see how things go. So we're going to work on trying to get that barley or wheat into the field up there where the chickens are. And we'll take a look and see what the prices are here of the things that we have made inside of our production. I'm not sure if anything is good to sell today or not. If it is, I would like to sell it. Are we out of room in here? We might be out of room in here. Nope, I guess not. Okay, so let's see. There's plenty of room in there, actually. So we've got canola being made in there, which is good. That's going to produce us some good money. There's goat milk. There's plenty of that. There's plenty of wool in here as well. We talked, I think, in the last episode about trying to figure out some way to have another production that's a little bit faster about making fabric, because that's the problem right now. We're just waiting on the fabric to be made. Okay. And we have, how much do we have in storage? Not really a whole lot in storage, actually, at all. Not even enough for a pallet to spawn. What do we have out here on the front that has spawned? There's a pallet of canola oil, a pallet of goat milk, and a pallet of clothes. Okay. None of those, I don't think, are going to be good to sell today. I can almost guarantee it. The canola oil will probably be the only thing that's close. Yeah, it's about 5,000. Well, I guess some of them 5,226 at the farmer's market. That's actually not bad. We don't have a ton of money, so we really could use the money. Maybe we do that. I'll think about it. The buffalo milk bottled, it's actually pretty good today. As a matter of fact, it's really good today. Big Farmer's Kiosk. Oh, you know where that is. $8,103. That's pretty good. So maybe we turn the buffalo milk on to selling. The clothes are definitely not going to be great, I don't think. Yeah, about as low as they could possibly be. But we can turn on the buffalo milk to selling then, so let's go ahead and do that. Selling, perfect. And we'll give it a little bit of time, but we'll sell that pallet today before the end of the episode. All right, I'm going to leave this here for now. I know there's more room. We could put more stuff in here, but it's fine for right now. We just needed to get it so we could actually continue to produce stuff from the goats and the sheep. So let's go get our drill, and let's head up and put in some kind of a wheat, barley, one of those two in that field itself, and we'll just kind of explore the changes. That those bumps are it's just unacceptable. I don't understand how you would make an update and this would be like did you even test it when you made your updates? Because it feels like you didn't, and then it's just kind of not been updated since, which is very weird. It doesn't make any sense. All right, I got this all set up here. I probably should have moved that that connection point. I should have pushed it up in the air, but I didn't, so we're just going to see if we can get through without having to modify that. I did have to buy some seed and fertilizer. I did have a little bit of seed at the other spot. I should have probably brought it down here, but that's all right. We'll use it eventually. It's not that big of a deal. So we had to spend some money on that. Obviously, we lost a little bit. We just made some back, though. It hit 9 o'clock, so we're at $3,000 now, so that's fine. That'll get us to where we need to be at. It's not a big deal. So we're going to head over to our other spot here. I'm going to stay on camera with you. I normally would just do a bit of a jump cut or an edit for that, but we're going to stay on camera and see what else has changed and what other major issues we run into. These bumps are, that is just, it's absolutely unacceptable. Unacceptable. Look at that. Look, I mean, look at the ground. How could you test that and release this and say, yep, this is good. It's ready to go. I know I've repeated that a number of times, but I just can't believe, even at this point, because Crustu told me to not do it like almost a month ago. And somebody in the real quick, somebody in the last episode that I released, well, no, it might have been 2 episodes ago that I released, I don't know. But somebody said, why don't you just remove one of the hedges here so then you have easy access to get into here? Well, I have tried that. It won't let me do it. So I'm in demolition mode right now. I'm literally hitting A to try to remove. Nothing's being removed. I have not tried utilizing a chainsaw to take it down. I still don't think that would work, but maybe it would. I guess maybe we could attempt to try that today and see what happens. It would cost us buying a chainsaw. We don't have one at current, but I'm sitting here smashing the A button trying to remove anything of any portion of this, and it will not allow me to do it. So I just wanted to make sure that was clear on there. I think I replied to stating that, but just in case anybody else was curious why I haven't done that, that's the reason why. It won't allow me to do it. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Yeah, I'm almost at the point where I'm saying this is unplayable. They removed all the trees over here. I don't. Why would you remove some of those trees? That doesn't even make any sense. I mean, there's all the trees over here. A lot of these have been removed too. Look how open this is now. Huh. There's another big dip right here. I made a post recently on the channel saying, you know, we're about halfway through on this series, but I mean, is it fully unplayable? I don't think so. It looks like most of the fields are okay, but do I really want to continue with these changes? Maybe I put that question to you. Do I continue to play through and suffer through these changes? I guess yes. I don't know. I'm gonna take a shortcut again. It's just grass anyway. But this just completely changes the whole landscape of the map. I mean, you can see everything now. All the way up there. Which before, there'd be a bunch of trees kind of in the way. All the trees are gone on this one too, so technically we could have expanded this field. Huh. That's really disappointing, man. Really disappointing. I know I've said that a couple of times already, but I can't even fathom why this would be done or okay. Okay, so we want to go ahead and unfold that, or fold it up, I guess. And then unhook it. Nope. Unhook that one. Perfect. And then I gotta drop this little attachment off over here. Try to put it in a location where I don't lose it. I feel like I could easily lose that thing. Alright, well, it looks like the field for the most part is okay. So we're just gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with it and accept that they made these massive changes that are... I don't like. Alright, so wheat. Let's do a quick autosave here, I guess. No going back now, I guess, right? We should be able to put wheat in, right? It's wheat and barley, I think. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna do wheat. I like wheat. You know what? Let's do barley. Change plans. We're doing barley. We're doing barley. That was a on-the-fly change. On paper, I had planned to do wheat, but I just changed my mind all of a sudden. I don't know why I decided to go with barley. I just did. Anyway, we're getting started here finally, and these are fine. The fields are fine. There's not big, massive bumps or anything in the field, so... yeah, we'll be fine. Let's get to work. Let's get this done. This shouldn't take a whole heck of a long time to do. I am going to go ahead and turn on the steering assist, though. Just to help me out. I'm actually going to do 4 headland passes, which might seem a little odd, but we're going to do 4. Just to kind of help a little bit with the awkwardness of this field. And give us enough room to turn around. right, we're going to pick up the, well, I say pick up. We're just going to fill whatever we can of this pallet of seeds here in the drill, because we're going to need it anyway, because we're going to be doing the oilseed radish, at least starting the oilseed radish. Now, I don't really mind if the oilseed radish is in different stages. It really doesn't bother me, because we're not going to be putting anything in there for quite a while, right? Yeah, so there's it did not take everything in that box. I don't know how much is left. 346 liters. But that's fine. We will need it again soon enough. So let's head back here, and we're going to need some more fertilizer. So let's get some fertilizer quick, and we're going to sell the silage too. We've got some silage to sell. I might just turn it on to auto selling, unless maybe I already did that. I don't think I did though. I might just turn that on to auto selling. I did not turn it on auto selling. I think I'm just going to do that. I think we're just going to put it on auto selling. That's just easier. That way I don't have to run it back and forth. Might not make as much money doing it this way, but that's okay. We're just going to put it on selling, and we'll make some money when noon hits that way. Ignore that last statement. I don't. This map change has got me all flustered. I do not need to put fertilizer in the drill itself. I mean, it's not. You don't. Oilseed radish doesn't require fertilizer. You're gonna seed it in the ground and then cultivate it up, right? And it's gonna give you that first application of fertilizer that way. I don't know why I stated the way I did. I did not mean that. So let's just gloss over that, and you didn't hear it. How about that? We'll head up here, though. We'll get the oilseed radish ready to go here. I do believe... actually, now that I'm saying that, I'm pretty sure I can actually put it in the ground, can't I? Yes, for this month and for October. So we'll have to get that whole field done today and in the following episode, if we continue to have a following episode. Like I mentioned, and I'll say it again at the end of the episode here today, I'm going to put it to you. If you want me to continue on, I will continue to do so. If you want me to put it on pause until everything's fixed, if everything's fixed, that's fine too. I'm leaning more towards just suffering through it and getting it done with the unrealistic changes that have happened, all the bumps and everything, and all the trees being gone. But you tell me. This is really going to be a choice for you versus me. Actually, I did not need to unfold that yet, or unhook that yet, excuse me. We need to unfold it, and then we can unhook it. There we go. Alright, I'm going to put this again somewhere where I don't lose it. Perfect. And there we go. Everything's hooked up, ready to go. We should be good. Hopefully this doesn't actually put down the fertilizer with the oilseed radish, because we don't need it. But I guess we'll find out. It does put it down. And that's unfortunate. Oh well. It is what it is. So we'll get underway here. Like I said, we're not going to get this all done today. It's just not going to happen. Do we want the headland? Perfect. Let's do 4 passes of headland again. Perfect. And we're underway. So yeah, we're definitely not going to get this all done today, so don't expect it to be done today. It's just too large of a field with the drill we currently have, and we really don't have any money right now, so we're not going to be able to put another drill, buy another drill, anything like that. And really, I don't want to. We need to be saving that money up to be able to buy other things we have to purchase, and or lease, right? We're going to need all that money and those funds for that. It just really changed the entire way that this map looks, and it's not for the better, in my opinion. The trees could be a little annoying, certainly, but this is not better. It's just not. It's not realistic. It's not better. Okay, we're almost, I would say, halfway at this point around. Making decent progress here. Now, all the weeds here, I don't think that's really going to make that big of a difference, right? Because we're going to put the oilseed radish in, and then you know, pretty much immediately we're going to be cultivating it up, right? So I don't think the weeds are really going to make that big of a difference. If I'm going to be honest with you, I've only done oilseed radish one other time. I normally don't do it. I just don't even bother with it. But given the fact we've got seasons on and we've got this big massive field and we really want to hold off until corn is ready to be planted, it makes a lot of sense in my eyes just to go ahead and do this so we can have something here in this field, prep it, ready to go, and then when the time comes, we're going to be in a much better spot. So, I mean, look at the bridge here. Look at it. Look at the top left corner. Can you see it? I don't even know if I can drive over that. I don't think I can drive over that. Look at that. What in the absolute... Why would they think that is a good idea to do this? What? And how have you not fixed it since? I'm not sure you can drive over that. Look at this car. Wow, man. Whoa, look at this whole road. I'm not sure I can even justify playing this game when it looks like that. I mean, that's just terrible. And we're going all the way down the hill now. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below, gang. I'm going to carry on here doing this. We're almost to noon, so we should make some money here in a second. Once noon hits. Because all that silage should sell. Which is good, man. We need the money if we're going to continue here. We need the money. We are hurting right now a little bit. Nice. Not enough space for wool and sheep, really. We literally just moved that stuff around. There's not enough space again? Wow. It spawned a ton in just an hour. Holy moly. We're going to start making some really good money here off the wool. We've got a lot of animals now. Speaking of that, we don't think we've really talked about the animals yet. We've got a lot of animals in there now. I don't think there's a way to actually figure out how many, technically, but there's a lot in there. Look at all the numbers here we've got. We're cruising through here. As you can see, we are running out of grass technically pretty quickly, a lot faster than we were before. There's only 56,000 liters of grass in there now. So a lot of the grass we're going to be utilizing for the most part now is probably going to be put into the animals here because we're going to need it, right? They're they're producing us a lot, and we're going to make a lot of money off of them. We just need to stop putting so much into that production because it is taking a while to get through all that. We need to just start selling it outright. You might be asking yourself, why didn't you just unload the fertilizers? Yeah, you're right, I probably should have done that in hindsight, but it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. We put down some fertilizer already. Whoop-de-doo. No big deal. We're cruising along here, though, and as you can see, it really doesn't eat up a whole lot from the seed perspective to do the oilseed radish. Which is good. We might be able to do most of this field with just what we have, right? But I guess we'll find out. Let's get to work, gang. We'll throw another time lapse in here. I know we did one already, but we'll put another one in because I don't have a whole lot else to talk about, and I'm still frustrated with this map changes, and I don't really want to continue to linger on that. So let's just throw a time lapse in. We'll get some stuff done. We can actually see our land over there a little bit, can't we? The chicken coop and everything. We can see it now from all the trees being removed. Yeah. All right, let's get to work. All right, we're making really good progress here, gang. Still a long way to go, though. But yeah, it's looking pretty good here. I might end up actually just doing the whole field today. Kind of in the mood to go ahead and just get it all done instead of doing it in separate installments, I guess is how I would put it. I'm actually going to change this up really quick here. I'm going to do something a little bit unrealistic here. I'm going to put this on a worker for a minute, and then I'm going to go over there and move some of those pallets out of the way so they can continue to spawn. I want to be trying to make as much as that as humanly possible. And when I'm saying that, I'm talking about specifically the wool and the goat milk. Okay, so let's see. Work the headlands just off. Boom. We'll leave it at 3. It's going to be fine. I mean, he's not going to be doing it for very long anyway. All right, good. Good. All right, so let's just go ahead and jump over here. And there we are. Visit. And we'll move the pallets out of the way. It's a big, massive hole here now all of a sudden, too. Now, I'm not going to move them all the way. I'm just going to move a good chunk of them, though, so we actually don't have this issue anymore. I'm afraid. Well, I say afraid. I'm concerned that there's a bunch that's still going to be spawning in storage. So I want to make sure we move a good amount out of the way here. Now, as far as wool goes, is wool... I don't remember when wool is. I think I would have this all memorized by now, but I really don't. I really don't. Buffalo milk is not bad right now. We probably should sell all the buffalo milk that we have here. Yeah, we definitely should probably just sell that now. Sell it outright. That'll give us a lot more space that way, too. And the production already has plenty of milk in it. It can't really keep up, so might as well just go ahead and sell that. The wool is, yeah, the worst price possible. April's technically the best. It's only going to go up from here. So yeah, we'll just store the wool for now, but we can go sell the goat milk. I kind of set these up kind of like that. Now, I think at the beginning of this series I said I wasn't going to do this, but given the circumstances here, I'm just going to go ahead and allow ourselves to, I guess, slightly cheat by picking them up by hand here really quick and just moving them out of the way. All right, so we're back here in the field, continuing our oilseed radish drilling here, or seeding here. Moved everything over, so that's all ready to go for us. When we're done here, we will go over there, pick up the forks, and go sell that goat milk, as I mentioned. We're also probably going to pick up that 1 pallet of canola oil. As you know, I returned the canola oil onto selling, so we'll probably go do that as well. Don't really want to specifically do another time lapse here for this, because we just did a long one, but I don't think there's anything else for it. We're going to have to kind of do it. This is one of the only things remaining that we need to accomplish today. I could have split it up into 2 episodes. I think at the beginning I was talking about doing that, but I've kind of changed my mind. I think I'm just going to go ahead and get it all knocked out today. So, let's get started here, gang. Let's get this thing done. Going to be a relatively probably long time S, but I'll probably move it up to like 8 times speed, maybe even 10 times speed, just depending on how fast that is. Hopefully it's not too nauseating, but we'll bump it up a little bit faster than we normally do so we can get this done on a little bit of a faster pace. All right, we are pretty much done here, gang. It was 2 very long time lapses there, but as I mentioned, I should have sped them up more than likely 8 times, 6 times, 8 times, something like that. I probably sped it up to. So hopefully it wasn't too unbearable to have such a long time lapse in there, or such a long couple of time lapses, I guess I should say. Nonetheless, this field's done, and I'm happy that we kind of shifted gears to do that. I know initially at the beginning of the episode I said we weren't going to. We were going to kind of do half of it and then do the other half in the other episode. But I'm glad we decided just to go ahead and do it. The next episode we can lease or rent, whatever, some kind of a cultivator. Hopefully a larger cultivator. Now, I don't know if I can utilize some kind of like a harrow for that. That would be like the most ideal situation, I think, is to get a harrow, a very, very large harrow, because typically they don't really require a whole lot of horsepower and you can get a pretty wide width. So that'd be the most ideal situation, I think. If it works, rather. I should have put that. I always forget to do that. I should have put the little arm, move the arm up. Oh well. Too late now. We're not going that far with it though anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. We hopefully won't run into too much traffic. I still cannot believe the situation of the roads here and then all the trees gone. It's just weird, man. It just makes the map feel completely different. Almost like it's unfinished when all those trees are removed, right? Well, clearly it's unfinished with the road being like it is, but you get what I mean, right? It's just weird. It's very, 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 very weird. Okay, so let's do a quick autosave here, because I'm not confident that this save is even going to be able to continue given everything that's going on here. And right there's prime example. Evidently it just folded itself up when I did not tell it to fold itself up. So that was great. Let's put the beacons on here. We got to figure out where we're going to sell this goat milk at. And then we're going to figure out about the canola oil as well. The goat milk, we're going to take it to the all-in-one production. That doesn't make any sense. That's where we're getting it from, or that's where we're making stuff from. So that doesn't make any sense. It has to be the dairy. Which, have we been to the dairy yet? Oh yeah, it's down here. We have been down there. That's right. We did that a long, long time ago when we first started getting goat milk, and we were in dire straits and needed the money. We sold some goat milk there. So that's a very familiar area. Well, I guess we'll get to go drive through that area without any trees. Like this area here looks completely different without trees. It looks really pretty. I like it. Honestly, I really do. But it just doesn't feel right for some reason. I guess it's just because we've done so many different episodes with all the trees, and now all of a sudden there's a bunch of missing trees. It just doesn't feel normal, I guess. I don't know. Either way, let's go put this away. I will go over to the other yard with the sheep and the goats. I'll pick up all that stuff, and we'll head on and go sell it. Make some money. Alright, I've got these loaded up here. We do have that pallet of canola oil. I might end up waiting and selling that. We're getting actually pretty late in the episode here. The crickets are already out, starting to get a little bit of dark. So we might just go ahead and wait. I mean, the price is going to continue to go up on it anyway, right? So the canola oil is, I mean, it's decent, right? But it's not as good as it possibly could be. About $400 less than what it could be. I think this is going to make us enough money, this goat milk. So we'll hold off on the canola oil for now, but let's go down here and sell this, and let's just take a drive down here, and we'll hope for the best here. Hopefully I don't drop all of these with all these bumps. I'm a little concerned about that. Perhaps I should have put them on the trailer and brought them over here from the trailer, but normally we wouldn't have any issues taking these here with the pallet fork. But I don't know. I'm very skeptical. These bridges are pretty severe as far as the issues, right, with the ground. So I'm a little bit concerned on that one. Here's our first real test right here. If we go across it slow, I think it's going to be okay. Man, look at how different just this looks. It's crazy. That is absolutely crazy to me. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Now we've got a second entrance too. This is weird. I guess we take the second entrance, right? Oh, there we go. We lost one. See? I knew it was bound to happen. I knew it. I knew it. Pretty hard to probably pick this thing up, honestly. Alright. Awesome. 30 grand out of that. That is fantastic, man. That is really, really good. That is much, much needed. And as we have been doing with pretty much every episode here, we're going to go pay off part of the loan. We're at 850,000 right now. Let's pay off another 5,000. We'll get it down. Oop, not borrow. Repay. Whoops. Let's get it down to 845,000. It's still a lot of money left to pay off on that, but I'm hopeful when we get the canola sold, we can get rid of a good chunk of that and get it down to maybe 500,000, something like that. That's what I'm hopeful for, at least. But I guess we'll find out. With that, we're going to leave the episode here. Make sure you let me know down below if you want me to continue the series, pause the series, whatever it may be. We really didn't get into the city, so I'm assuming it's probably worse in the city, given what we've seen so far. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below if you want me to continue with the understanding of these massive issues, flaws that I think are just absolutely unacceptable. But let me know your thoughts down below. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.